Today in this video we are going to see lines and angles chapter exercise 6.3. See your first problem in figure 6.39, right? So here is your figure 6.39, right? So sides QP and RQ. See beta, this is a triangle. See P, Q, R. See, I am shading now. So this is the triangle. So in this triangle, QP, where is QP? This is your QP and RQ are produced to point S, right? S and T. Beta see, this is the extended line, this S and this T. Okay. So if SPR equal to 135 degree, SPR equal to 135 degree. So listen here, SPR here they have given, which is 135 degree. Next, and PQT is equal to 110 degree. So PQT, this is 110 degree they have given. What we have to find? Find PRQ. So PRQ, here I am telling you PRQ. This angle we have to find. Okay, now this is our question. So let's see how we are going to do. Now it's given that TQR is a line. You know that TQR is a line. So it will make a linear pair. See, this is your TQR. This is a straight line. Of course, you know what are all the linear pair. Here this 110 degree and which means PQT or TQP, right? TQP and another one is this area, this angle, which is PQR. These both are linear pair. So linear pair means their sum obviously it will be 180 degree. So here we are having 110 degree. So 180 minus 110, how much you will get? 70 degree. So your PQR is 70 degree. Okay. So now we are going to take this triangle, right? What is our triangle? PQR. Here I will use this color. PQR. This triangle we are taking, right? So here QP, right? QP is extended till S. And here if you see, so SPR is the exterior angle. Better listen carefully. Here, what are all the things are extended? Here, this is the extended part. Okay, this is the extended. So this 135 is your exterior angle, right? So 135 is your exterior angle. So here, by the exterior angle property, you know na, what is the exterior angle property? The exterior angle is equal to sum of the interior opposite angles. So this is that sum of that interior opposite angles. Okay. So here take this triangle, right? So here this is your extended area and this is your exterior angle, right? This exterior angle is equal to sum of opposite interior angles. Okay, na? So now compare this triangle with that original triangle. Okay? So PQR, right? PQR plus PRQ, this PRQ. If you add this and this, you will get the exterior angle. Okay? This is the concept. So we are adding PQR plus PRQ. PQR plus PRQ we are adding. So what we will get? Already 135 you know. So 135 minus 70 which is equal to 65. This is your PRQ. Right? PQR plus PRQ is equal to 135 degree. Already you know what is PQR. PQR is 70. So 135 minus 70 will gives you PRQ. That's it. The only thing what you have to keep it in your mind, exterior angle property, that thing. Alright. Your next problem. In figure 6.40, this is your figure 6.40. X is equal to 62 degree. Let us see. X they have given 62 degree and X, Y, Z, which means Y, isn't it? Angle Y. So X, Y, Z is 54 degree. And if YO and ZO are the bisectors of XYZ and XZY respectively. See YO. Where is it? I am taking another color to differentiate. Right. So here see YO. Okay? YO is the bisector of XYZ. YO is the bisector of X, Y and Z. See here it is X, Y, Z and here YO is the bisector. This is your X, this is your Y and this is Z and this is O. So this YO is the bisector of X, Y and Z. Okay, na? Likewise, here another we are having. What is the another one? ZO. Right? ZO. Here we are having ZO. So again I am drawing this side figure. This is Z and this is X and this is Y. So here from here we are having a bisector O. Right? So adjust that O. So ZO is the bisector of X, Z, Y. Okay? Bisector means it will bisect that angle into two equal halves. Isn't it? Suppose this total angle is 60 degree. Okay? Here one bisector is there. So what is the meaning? Here 30 degree and here 30 degree. Bisector will bisect the angle into two equal halves. Okay? So now we will get into our problem. Now you know what is meant by bisector and all. So here what they have given. Right. ZO is the bisector of XZY. Right. So how I am writing OZY. Listen. OZY. Okay. So OZY is equal to half of XZY. I already told bisector means it will divide the angle into equal halves. So half of XZY. Okay. So half into XZY. What is the value of XZY? Which is 64. Here it is. XZY. So which is 64. So half into 64. So you will get 32. Okay. How this 64 came? Simply we are adding these three angles. You will get 180 degree by the triangle property, right? So if we add angle sum property, if you are adding three angles, you will get 180 degree. According to that, we add, because this angle we know, this angle we know, this angle we don't know. So what we are doing, 62 plus 54 plus XZY is equal to 180 degree. We want to know XZY. So 62 plus 54 minus this 180 minus this thing. So 64 you will get. Next I told half of XZY. So half of 64 will gives you 32. So these things over. So we have to concentrate in the another bisector. Here your another bisector is OZ, isn't it? So here YO is the bisector and so YO is also the bisector. So what we are going to do? Half of XYZ. So this is 54 beta. Listen, this is 54. So half of 54 we have to find. Half of 54 is 27. That's it, 27. Okay. So now what are all the angles we need? Everything we are having. Now if you add all the angles of the triangle, you will get 180 degree. So what I am going to do here, O, Z, Y. Listen, O, Z, Y, right? Plus O, Y, Z. O, Y, Z. Nothing. We are taking this small wala triangle. Okay? This O and this is Z and this is Y. We are going to add all the three angles, angle O, angle Z, angle Y. Okay? We are going to add. If we are adding, what is equal to 180 degree, because we want to find the value of O. Okay? We have to find the value of O. So what we are going to do, 180 degree minus 32 degree minus 27 degree. So O is equal to 121 degree. Okay? Because here O plus, right, Y plus Z is equal to 180 degree. We want to find O only. So keep this O as it is. So these two values will go this side. It will become subtraction. So 180 degree minus 32 degree minus 27 degree will gives you the value of O. Okay. So that's it. Our next problem. In figure 6.41, if AB is parallel to DE, beta AB is parallel, here parallel should be, AB is parallel to DE. If AB is parallel to DE, BAC is equal to 35 degree. BAC, they have given in the figure also, C once BA is equal to 35 degree and CD is equal to 53 degree. Okay? That also they are given. What we have to find? We have to find DCE. Where is DCE? This is the one we have to find. So this C value we have to find. Okay. Now what we are going to take? We know that AE is a transversal. See, listen carefully. AE is a transversal. I am taking that AB and DE both are parallel lines, right? If a line pass through a parallel lines and intersecting at the distinct points, we can say that it is a transversal. So here AB and AB and DE both are parallel lines. Here if you notice this AE, here if you notice this AE, it is acting as a transversal. So we know that it is a transversal. Now BAC and AED. So listen carefully. Here again I am drawing those two parallel lines. Here this is our transversal, right? So here these two angles, right? These two angles are alternative interior angles. So alternate interior angles are equal. So I am taking that BAC is equal to AED, right? By the question, BA is equal to 35 degree we know. So AED is also 35 degree, right? Now one part over. Next what we are going to do? We are going to consider this triangle CDE. That small triangle is there now. We are going to consider that. So C, D and E. Okay? So now the angle sum property of the triangle, if you add angle C, angle D and angle E, you will get 180 degree. Okay? So here I am substituting DCE plus instead of CED, you are having the value, substitute that 35 degree plus 53 degree we found out. So add these two things and it will go this side, it will become subtract. Okay? Then the final answer will be 92 degree. That's it. Nothing we did. First what we did, by the alternate interior angles, both the angles are equal we said. Then we are considering that a triangle. Then by the angle sum property we found out the another value. Next we will go to the next problem. Your fourth problem. What's your fourth problem is? Yes, your fourth problem is in figure 6.42. This is your figure 6.42, right? If lines PQ and RS intersect at point T, let us see here, this is your PQ and this is your RS. So PQ and RS, where they are intersecting? They are intersecting at point T, such that PRT is equal to 40 degree they have given, right? And RPT is equal to 95 degree they have given. PSQ is equal to 75 degree. We have to find this SQT. Okay? So now we will see. First we are going to consider this upar wala triangle, the big one. So PRT. We are going to consider this PRT. One minute, I will highlight. So this is PRT. This triangle we are going to consider. Right? So see here, angle P you know, angle R you know, we have to find angle T. How you will find? In a triangle, two angles are there, one angle we have to find. So we can use angle sum property. So 95 degree plus 40 degree plus this angle T is equal to 180 degree. Right? So carefully see this. PRT. So angle R. Next RPT, angle P. Next PTR, angle T. So these two angles we know, this we don't know. Right? So what we are going to do? Subtracting from 180 degree. 95 plus 40, then 180 minus these answer. Okay, na? So we are getting 45 degree as your PTR. Now, I am going to tell that this PTR is equal to STQ. Where is the PTR? Yes, this PTR, particularly this angle, is equal to STQ here. See, here you are having two lines like this. This angle is equal to this angle. How I can say? Vertically opposite angles are equal. So I can tell these two angles are equal. The same concept is applicable here. See carefully. So this angle, angle PTR equal to angle STQ. Okay? So PTR now only we found now 45 degree. So STQ is also equal to 45 degree. So next thing, what is our question? We have to find SQT. Here SQT we have to find. So again consider this triangle STQ. Okay, na? So in this triangle, three angles are there. Two angles we know. One we have to find. So how we will find? By the angle sum property of a triangle. So we are going to add all the three angles, which is PSQ plus PTR plus SQ2 is equal to 180 degree. After solving this, we are getting that SQT is equal to 60 degree. That's it. Next. So listen, our fifth problem. In figure 6.43, PQ is perpendicular to PS, right? And PQ is parallel to SR. Okay, this is parallel beta, parallel to SR, and SQR is equal to 28 degree, QRT is equal to 65 degree. They have given. We have to find the value of X and Y. Okay, so now listen here. Q plus X plus SQR is equal to QRT. Why? Both are alternate angles. So alternate angles means those PQ and SR both are parallel lines. So if you, here it is a transversal, so then both are alternate angles. So x plus 28 degrees equal to 65. So we need to find the value of x. 65 minus 28 will give you 37 degree. Next, here if you notice, we know that QSR, okay, QSR is equal to X. Why? Both are alternate interior angles. So alternate interior angles are same. So your X value is 37 degree. QSR is equal to 37 degree. So now, next what we are going to do? See this QRS, this QRS and QRT. See, this is a line and here I am having another line. So if I add these two angles, it will make a linear pair. So it will make 180 degree. So QRS plus 65 is equal to 180 degree. We want to find the value of QRS. So 180 minus 65 will gives you 115 degree. Okay, that is over. Then we are having the value of QRS in our hand, QSR in our hand, and X. Okay. So now you know the sum of the angles in the quadrilateral is 360 degree. How we are telling, if we add the angles of a triangle, we will get 180 degree. Like that, if we add the angles in the quadrilateral, you will get 360 degree. If you notice the figure, this PQRS is a quadrilateral. So if we are adding all the angles, we should get 360 degree. Okay. So here angle P we are having, angle Q we are having, angle R we are having, but S we are not having. Okay. So we are going to find that. So S is equal to 360 degree minus the remaining values. Now we are going to consider the triangle SPQ, right? SPQ. Why we are considering this SPQ? Because we have to find the value of X and Y. So X and Y both are involving in this triangle SPQ. Okay. So now if we, by the angle sum property of a triangle, we can say that if we add these three angles, we should get 180 degree. So angle SPQ plus X plus Y equal to 180 degree. See the figure, your angle P is 90 degree. So 90 degree plus you know the value of X, which is 37, and we don't know the value of Y. That is the thing we are going to find. So Y equal to 180 minus 90 plus 37 will gives you 127. So 180 minus 127 will gives you 53 degrees. Right? Next, your next problem. Sixth problem. In figure 6.44, the side QR of triangle PQR. First see the triangle PQR. Okay? In this side QR, this QR, it is produced to the point S. Okay? Next, if the bisectors of PQR and PRS, PQR and PRS meet at a point T. Okay, what we have to prove, this QTR is equal to half of QPR. This QTR is the half of QPR we have to prove. So first we will consider the triangle PQR. Right? PQR. This triangle we are going to consider. Right? So in this, PRS is the exterior angle. Notice this. This is the triangle and this PRS is the exterior angle. Okay? You know by the exterior angle some property, what we can tell, the exterior angle is equal to sum of opposite interior angles. So this is your exterior angle, means what are all the opposite interior angles? QPR and PQR. These two are the opposite interior angles. So according to that, here I formed that equation. PRS is equal to QPR plus PQR. ठीक है? Now we want QPR only. So keep this QPR. Why QPR? Because QPR is involved in the thing which we have to prove. So keep this QPR this side and this PQR will go that side. It will become minus. So I am keeping this as equation number 1. Next, we are going to consider the another triangle QRT. Where is QRT? Here. QRT. Okay. So in this, TRS is equal to, this is the exterior angle, right? Which is TRS. So TRS is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles, which is TQR and QTR. If you add these two angles, you will get the exterior angle. So by above, how we did the same thing we did. QTR is equal to, why I am keeping QTR? Because QTR is involved here. So I am keeping QTR here. So this TQR will go this side, it will become minus. So TRS minus TQR. Okay? Now, here they have given two bisectors. Now we will see those bisectors. One is QT, right? So this QT, again I am here highlighting, then you will be able to see. This QT is one bisector, okay? And another one is RT. This QT is the bisector of PQR. And the RT is the bisector of PRS. Okay? So now I already told bisector will bisect the angle into two equal halves. So here what I am writing, PRS is equal to 2 into TRS. PRS, the whole angle, is equal to 2 into TRS. Okay? Next. So PQR is equal to 2 into TQR. The same we are going to do for this also, which is PQR. Where is PQR? PQR is equal to 2 into TQR. This is the bisector, hai na? So TQR. So now with that, here we are simplifying. QTR is equal to half of PRS minus half of PQR. In both the things, half is common. Take outside. What are all the remaining? PRS minus PQR. Okay. Now from the equation 1, we know that PRS minus PQR means QPR. So instead of PRS minus PQR, I can substitute QPR. So this is what we have to prove. QTR is equal to half of QPR. This is the thing we have to prove. Okay? Thank you so much for watching this video.